Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Brutally boring this weekend, really nothing happening, and I'm really unsure what else I could tell you. You know, there isn't really much going on. We can do a bit of a deep dive into the current micro count. I think a few people would be interested in that, but please be aware that the more micro we go, it doesn't necessarily mean we get more accurate, and it doesn't mean we get more clarity about the current structure, unfortunately. So just very quick recap about where we are, because we could get a few new viewers. So feel free to also check out my previous videos. My first video today, I checked out the long-term chart for Bitcoin, so you can always check in on that one. But overall, the idea is we had a 5-wave move up here into the 13th of July high. 3 waves down are currently unfolding into the support area. And from somewhere here in this box, yeah, we should see a rally in a third wave start. Condition is that the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level is holding. That is the level at 26,280. As long as we're holding that support level, the focus can be on higher. The move down is currently corrective, choppy. That's what we want to see in such a correction. But it is really, really boring. I mean, really, since June, middle of June, we haven't seen anything other than choppy sideways action. Yes, it's starting to roll over finally. That's what we want to see, but it doesn't really give us a lot of excitement at the moment. So primarily the idea is still that price is coming down lower and that we have this ABC structure. We're basically now in a C wave, which would be an ending diagonal. I've got certain target projections going into the region around the 50% retracement area, around 28.3k. That's certainly one possible target. Another one to end this C wave would be around 27,460. That's the golden ratio. Now there are a few ways of calculating a target here. For example, I can take the length of the A wave of wave 3, go to the high of the B wave to measure the length of the C wave, and it takes me to 28,190. Very close to the previously mentioned levels, so there is quite a bit of Fibonacci support and confluence in that area around 28.3, 28k. So even if we might go a little lower eventually, the next wave down should ideally go into that region. Now, what we want to talk about really is the micro count. I mean, the idea was that maybe we're already coming down here in this third wave, of course. I mean, that's pretty much the expectation, that we completed an A wave already. The B wave might have been completed here, and the C wave is already unfolding. The C wave would need to be an ending diagonal in itself, and this is where it's getting very, very messy. It can be a lot of mental gymnastics for a lot of people who don't deal with Elliott Wave on a daily basis to understand what this means, that a C wave of a third wave of a C wave is an ending diagonal. It just means absolutely choppy price action. Now, it would, however, need to follow through to the downside now, or just need to keep shifting these waves across. But it should eventually come down here further in a third wave of a C wave of a third wave. But it's also possible that this B wave here, which is the B wave of wave 3, is still unfolding as an Elliott wave triangle. And if it's doing that, it might come down shortly as well. See, it wouldn't really make a difference to the wave count anyway. It's more about an academic thing, which doesn't really help you much for trading. It also doesn't make the chart clearer. But please be aware there is one more scenario here, like this triangle count. A, B, C, maybe D. Yeah, it's a bit unclear where this is going to end, but the E wave could be unfolding now, and any trigger also could cause a breakout now to the downside and we break down. Yeah, so it's either that, in my opinion, yeah, or we're already here on the way down. It just hasn't really followed through yet, and we have micro support for that around 29,100. So yeah, we've got two possibilities how this can really be labeled, either the B wave as a triangle or the 1-2 has already started, and we, at some point you need to stop doing those micro counts. I mean, because they're extremely unreliable. So we don't normally get more clarity by doing micro counting. That's sometimes something that I get asked, when I'm sort of thinking about two different scenarios, and couldn't you get a better answer if you just do more micro counting? Unfortunately not. The context is always what provides us with key information. And to be honest, I could give you here more than just simply 2 wave counts for this. Whenever we are moving in 3-wave structures, you need to expect the wave count to change, to morph, and there are typically more than just 1, 2, or 3 scenarios. But yeah, that's how it could unfold. Of course, for that to work out, the breakdown, we finally need a break below the micro support of $29,080. Unfortunately, there isn't much more to add. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.